Okay, we're here with Earl Cook. So Earl, why don't you just say something, we'll see how your voice sounds.
Well, this is Earl Cook in Paw Paw, Michigan, and I sing uptown every day and make money, and I think my dad and my mom, well, my mom used to go out with Elvis, and at the beach, and that was our impersonator. I know it was Elvis because nobody could make a man like me. I make money singing, telling jokes and stuff like that, and I got a lot of good friends that throw money in my guitar case or bucket, and I did 20 years ago when I was younger. Moved back over here, and I'm glad I did. And I had a rough life, being poor, and married my wife. We had been married 24 years, and 28 years. Still had a rough time of it, but we're still together. We had 2 kids, and welfare took them away. And Elvis is my dad. He knew that. He'd really get mad. He'd probably go never again, I guess. But I know Elvis. He's a good guy, and I sung like him ever since I was 8 years old when I first heard his record, and grew up with him like my dad, and he might be my dad, and hope to go to Graceland one of these days. My friend's going to take me and have a rough childhood. My dad and mom, they get along too good. They fight all the time. They did it, and I think all us kids come different dads anyway, I think. And my dad, he was a guy who went out with other guys, and that's why my mom read right on him. And my brother Mike, well, after we growed up, my dad died and had no whirlpool insurance, and took out my dad's will money, bought me a new car, and him and her trucks and stuff like that. And me and wife, we get a car or something, we have to get an old car and make payments on it or something like that. And then people jump us out of the cars, and I decorate my cars. And when I used to get them, had a lot of fun on parades, and met Ed Lowe. We go there to Mansion House. He got his own town out back and everything, and we played out there. And I just think, I hope he is my dad, and wanted to meet him one of these days when I was growing up, and never did get to meet him because he died before I got to meet him, and kind of miss him sometimes. And I'm glad he gave my talent, and Jesus gave my talent, and things worked out like they did, but there's a lot of sad things to think about sometimes, though, about your life, and I guess I wish I had a life to live over again, so that's about all I got to say right now. Thank you very much.
What was the first Elvis song that you heard or learned? Do you remember?
That's all right, Mama. It goes like that. Well, that's all right, now, Mama. Well, that's all right with you. That's all right, now, Mama. You do any way you do. Well, that's all right. I guess you did too. If that was my dad, is that right? Well, and I still like to hear records and stuff, and that one song he made, yeah, it goes like this. Oh, 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 look away, oh, I wish I was in the sea. Oh, away, for they say that I made my stand, live and die in the sea. Son, you're and I know, for this can wait, or I straight it down before it gets late. Why bother me, Lord, we'll have to cry. Glory, glory. Hallelujah, glory, glory, hallelujah, glory, glory, hallelujah, hey, hey, Margie, on, hush, little baby, don't you cry. You know your daddy's about to die, and all my sorrows soon be over. I like that song.
That's a sad one.
Yeah, it is.
Man. Huh.
Yeah. But every song he made puts me in myself sometimes, and that. And he made Priscilla and had Lisa, and I never did get to meet her either, or Priscilla, either one. And hope one of the days to meet one of them. I know she makes her own songs now and sings and stuff, and her dad would be proud of her, and her mama didn't much like it, Priscilla, but she did. And me and my wife, we had two kids of our own. She had one before we married, and lives about 5 miles from us. Her first kid does, and ain't seen them. And my other kids, Earl and Christine, they got taken away by the welfare. He was about 3 years old, and she was about 8 months, and got taken away. And we heard from him about 5 years ago, and we heard from him since. And I was wondering how they're doing. My boy, he worked at Complex, and the people that adopted him changed their names and stuff. So Jordan Waltz Cook, Jordan Waltz. Anyway, they changed his name, and my daughter, she lived with her adopted mom. They got divorced, and her mom and dad did, and his mom and dad, and I got miss my kids when they got something to eat and everything. And I'm so proud to have a voice go up here and make a little bit of money at a time, and the friends I got. And we used to live over Cass. We didn't have much friends. They all made fun of us, but people over here in my whole town, they kind of like me and everything. I like them, but it's been a rough life like everybody else, I guess. And doctor said I got 2 months to live, and I think it's almost been 2 months now, so I hope I don't go while I'm making this thing. So I tell you something else. And on a lot of pills, they got me about 40 pills a day to try and kill me, I guess. They never killed me yet. I'm late for something, and hope something turns out good. And so my friend TJ, he helps me make postcards and stuff like that. He's a good friend of mine making a movie now, and we really like him. After I got older, I quit going to church, and you don't have to go to church to be a Christian or anything. You can pray at home and everything like that. Jesus, he prayed on a rock even, and that war's going on and everything. You hear on TV about getting war, that could happen anytime now, they say. And Michael Jackson, he died too. And there's so many of them died, and you don't know when you're going to go yourself. And I don't know what to think of. And we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Thank you.
Let's see.
What was it?
Lip singing.
It was lip singing contest at the fair.
I sung well on with the record. And they still recorded me, and they had me dancing and everything. I tried to dance like you never seen me dance, have you?
I don't know if I have seen you dance. Hold on a second.
No,
Let me get my guitar.
Okay.
no, I wasn't supposed to lift nothing over 5 pounds. I carried all them little bags yesterday.
All right, ready, TJ?
Yep.
Ready?
Yeah.
Walk on, way over there, are you good to me? Oh yeah, he said love me, most day and night, no breath of us, the street right, there was the street, leave me alone, you know the one way walk on, way over there, are you good to me? Oh yeah, well that's alright, well that's alright, I'm way over there, are you good to me? That's all.